Liesl, do you got ice cream?
Yeah.
Do you like the ice cream?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hola, amigos.
What do you think of when you think about Sevilla in this region of Spain?
Bullfighting, flamenco dancing, tapas, really good food, and lots of rich culture. But we've never been here before, so we're really excited to explore all of those things.
And what did we find?
Well, we didn't do anything with the bullfighting. Flamenco is on the radar for our next destination, but what we did do was eat a lot of tapas. We ate our way through Sevilla.
Oh my god. I think I ate all the jamon.
All the
All of
jamon.
it. I think it's all gone because I ate it.
Yes.
So Ben, what was your favorite thing about Sevilla?
My favorite thing about Sevilla was the rich history and the culture, and specifically the cathedral. They have the largest gothic cathedral in the world, and it is beautiful and decorative and massive, and they have a tower called the Giralda, and you can climb up to the top of it. So we did that a couple days ago, and it was a lot of fun to get a really cool view from up there. But inside the church on the main level, it's just amazing. It's super tall, and it just makes you feel like an ant walking around. Like
What is this, a center for ants?
yeah, it's a church for ants. Anyways, but it was just so massive, it just made you feel small, and it just to know that this was all made so long ago, and
Like so intricate and so ornate.
I wish I
so
could-
detailed.
yeah, I wish I could like transport myself back in time to when they were constructing it and just see how they did it, because they'd be up there like over 100 and some, maybe 200 feet up, and some scaffolding. Like how did they get the bricks up there?
Yeah.
How did they get the stone up there? How did they carve it? Just super, super beautiful. Anyway, so I really liked that. And then we went up to the Giralda, the tower, got some really cool pictures up there. The bells ended up ringing while we were up there,
That was exciting.
which was exciting and kind of scary. Like I think it was like the 3 o'clock bell went off, and everybody was like looking around and trying to take pictures, and Liesl was just staring at us like what is happening? So, but anyways, if you come to Sevilla, you can't miss it. You got to check out the cathedral.
Yeah, it was also the first church that we've done with Liesl, because we've been kind of avoiding that because we didn't know about like meltdowns and how she would take it. But this church was just like so overwhelming that even when she got in there, she knew she was in someplace like crazy cool, and she just like looked up and was
Yeah.
like, I think she walked in and she went, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Okay, so Kelly, what was your favorite thing in Sevilla?
Oh, my favorite thing was the Plaza de Espana. So it's this cool like open plaza, and it's got like a building kind of castle-y thing or palace around it, and then there's like a little river, like a moat that runs through it, so you can explore it by the river. You can get a canoe and like row your boat around and take in the views. You can explore it on foot, just like walk around the plaza. You can go into like the little palace and walk around the main level, or you can walk around the upper level and have like really cool views of the plaza and the park next to it. Or you can also take a horse and carriage ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that Plaza de Espana, it's in a semicircle shape, and they have all these columns that line it. So you get some really cool photos as you go in more towards the center of the semicircle.
So we have a bonus. Bonus!
That's my bonus dance. It's called Metropole Parasol. It is this big outdoor wooden structure. You can either climb upstairs or go up the elevator, and you get some awesome views. It's a really kind of futuristic looking structure. We went up there for sunset one night and just walked around. There was obviously a lot of other people there, but you got some really cool views, and you can see all the church tops and the cathedrals. We had a really good time there. Another just bonus spot for you guys to check out. It's €3 to get in per person, but with that they give you a receipt that gives you a free drink, so it's basically free. It's time for the PCB.
The PCB. One pro, one con, one budget tip.
So we have this segment called the PCB, where we go through our pro, a con, and a budget tip in every destination that we travel to, in hopes that if you're watching this video, you may have an interest in this part of the world, and that we may give you a tip. So our pro that we were not expecting, but we were pleasantly surprised by in Sevilla was
Everyone is so kind.
the people here are extremely friendly, so nice. They come up to Lisa all the time in restaurants, the waiters and the servers or people on the street, and they are just enamored by her.
So, for example, we knew that there was a big nightlife culture and that things just were on a later schedule here. But we didn't realize when we came here that it was going to be so family friendly. Like, we were out at midnight having dinner and there were so many kids around, like toddlers, babies, 5-year-olds, just everybody was still out and about at midnight. So it was really cool, and like nobody was judging or looking down on you. It was expected that families were all together at night.
We quickly realized that it's the norm to actually take your kids out. I actually looked for babysitter services while we were here for one night, and I couldn't really find anything. And the ones that I did find were really expensive. And so when I was reading forums, it basically just said, it's not necessarily expected. Babysitters aren't that common because you just take your kids everywhere, no matter what time of day or night.
So what about a con for Sevilla?
A con. I always have a hard time finding cons, but one thing to think about, especially if you come here in the summer. We came on a shoulder season, so it wasn't too bad. But being the southern part of Spain, it can get pretty hot. Most of the accommodations have air conditioning, which is great. It's not always true in Europe. But it can get pretty hot in the heat of the day when you're out exploring. So make sure you always have water with you, and make sure you have some sunscreen, and stop off and get an ice cream or something to cool you down every once in a while.
Yeah, or just don't plan too much in the afternoon between like 1 and 5. A lot of buildings and restaurants will be on siesta time anyway, so just go back to your apartment and enjoy the AC and take a little nap.
Yeah, and that's kind of why there's a later nightlife culture here, and you don't start dinner and things till later because a lot of things close in the middle of the day, and people take their break in the afternoon and then go again at night. So
once it's cooled down.
Yeah, so that's not, again, not really a crazy negative thing, but just something to think about if you are going to travel here, especially in the summer. Okay, it's time for the budget tip.
Money, 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 money.
Money!
You might think that we're gonna say, buy a lot of groceries and eat inside.
Because we've been saying that in almost every place we go.
But you'd be wrong.
Yes. Our budget tip here is to actually go out and eat. The tapas are small plates and are actually big enough for us. So we would split like 2 or 3 tapa dishes at every place we would go. And each of them were like anywhere from $2.50 to $3.50. So for like $10,
you have a whole meal.
You have a whole meal, and you get to try a bunch of new things, and you can stop whenever you want. You can order more if you want. You don't have to order them all at the same time. So it's perfect to try new things and experience the food.
So you don't have to feel bad about not ordering a bunch at each restaurant because they expect it. They expect you to order like 1 bite to eat and maybe a drink and then go to the next place.
Yeah, the whole culture here is just like grab a bite, go to the next place, grab a bite, go to the next place. So it's always new and exciting, and I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it keeps you moving. It's really fun.
And it's not expensive at all. This has by far been the cheapest place we've been to in Europe, and it's one of our favorite places, so it's a perfect combination.
Yeah.
I think we'll come back.
Maybe.
We switched spots.
Whoa!
Did you see what happened? Anyways, thank you guys so much for following along and watching this video. To our Instagram followers, thank you so much. We just reached 5,000 followers, which just blows our mind. We don't understand because we're not that exciting, but thank you.
Thank you.
Adios.
Adios.